In this video, we're going to graph linear equations by finding X and Y-intercept. Okay? Now, two rules I'm going to write up the top here. To find the X-intercept, make Y equal to 0. To find the Y-intercept, make X equal 0. Now, what is an X and Y-intercept? Okay, so if I've got a graph and a straight line graph like that, the X-intercept is simply where the graph crosses the X-axis. The Y-intercept is where the graph crosses the Y-axis. If you have the X-intercept and the Y-intercept, you can generate a linear graph just by joining those points up. So here on this screen, I'm going to do question A, which is 2x plus y equals 6. To find the X-intercept, make y equal 0. So let's find the X-intercept. I'm making y equal 0. 2x plus 0 equals 6. 2x plus 0 is 2x. 2x equals 6. Remember from our equation work now, you can divide both sides by 2 to get x by itself. Oops. Divide both sides by 2. The 2's will cancel. X equals 6 divided by 2, which is 3. So the X-intercept is 3 on the x-axis, 0 on the y-axis. So X-intercepts are always expressed with a number, or the X-intercept, comma, 0. Okay, let's find the Y-intercept. To find the Y-intercept, we make x equal 0. 2 times 0 plus y equals 6. 2 times 0 is 0, so we're simply left with plus y, or just y, equals 6. 6 is the Y-intercept, and we express that with 0 across on the x-axis, 6 on the y-axis. So Y-intercepts always have a 0, followed by a comma, followed by the Y-intercept. Okay, we can now draw a quick graph of that. So just some axes, and sometimes these can just be sketch graphs. They don't have to be stepped out super accurately, but try the best you can with that. So my X-intercept, so we're going to label our axes first up. So we've got y-axis and we've got x-axis. Our X-intercept is 3 and our y-intercept is 6. Now notice this is just a sketch graph, so I'm just putting these in a roughly a position they should be, like that. So there's my X-intercept and y-intercept. So that's 3, 0. And that one is 0, 6. Now, to draw the graph, we simply join them up. So get a straight line happening. Better do better than that. Let me say it's not easy to do here. I'll do the best I can. There we go, it's not too bad. Okay, so that's the graph of 2x plus y equals 6. Sometimes it's a good exercise just next to the graph to write the equation. So we've got 2x plus y equals 6. All right, let's do the next graph. So this is y equals negative 3x take 12. All right, so it's this second one here. Let's do it as I mentioned on the last slide, that is to find the X-intercept, we make y equals 0. Okay, so 0 equals negative 3x take 12. Now, with my class, and you might have discussed this, I use a thing called change sides, change signs. So in other words, if I bring that negative 3x from the right-hand side to the left-hand side, it becomes a positive 3x. So we get 3x equals negative 12. X equals negative 12 divided by 3. X equals -4. X-intercept, -4, 0. Pause the video here if you want to have a look at that again. That's probably the key step in taking that -3x over to the left-hand side. Y-intercept, we make x equals 0. So y equals -3 times 0 minus 12. -3 times 0 is 0, so -12 is left. Y equals -12. Y-intercept, 0, comma, -12. Let's draw up some axes. Like so. And got the y-axis, we should label, and the x-axis. Okay, our x-intercept is -4. Okay, we'll like that about there. Now, the y-intercept is -12. I might just extend my line down a little bit further here. It won't look that great, but we'll do it anyway. All right, so down here at -12, once again, I'm approximating where these are. I can do it to scale if I wish. Okay, but I'm just drawing a sketch graph here. So I've got my x-intercept, -4, 0, and my y-intercept, 0, -12. Now join those up with a straight line. Oh, I think I can do better than that. Let's try this. That's better. Okay, so there's my graph of y equals -3x minus 12. So there's an introduction to sketching linear graphs using X and Y-intercept. Using those two really important rules, X-intercept make y equals 0, Y-intercept make x equals 0, solve the equations, and that'll give you your two intercepts.